What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Suicide Squad Toys R Us exclusive Harley Quinn. Now this Harley Quinn does come with a piece for the Ultimate Killer Croc, so she's not in the standard wave, at least this Harley Quinn isn't. She is wearing her jacket. You can see she does have a pistol right here that's probably non-removable. And she comes with her mallet, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how that looks. Standard DC Multiverse packaging, we do have a picture of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Again, no read-up on Harley Quinn. It just says Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, has a Suicide Squad logo there, and a really lovely image of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. On the back, we see a different Killer Croc figure than we saw with Deadshot. And other figures of this line include Harley Quinn, Joker, Katana, and Harley Quinn. Standard issue Harley here, standard Joker here, and Katana, and the 3 exclusives right here. Really looking forward to this figure, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of the review, so sit tight everyone. And so here we have Harley Quinn posing out of the packaging. Let's get a good 360 of her. Really liking this figure. There are some things that I don't quite think they did right, but other things I think it's more than acceptable. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually go on to her Build-A-Figure piece. It is just the jacket of Killer Croc. It's not an alternate torso, it is just an overlay. So this is actually going to go over the Killer Croc torso. Originally I thought it was going to be a second torso, and that would prompt me to buy 2 more, what is it, Katana. Katana comes with a pelvis. But as it turns out that you actually need Batman's piece in order to put this over Croc, so that's a little strange. Like, I would think that this was a, solid torso, but I guess it's their way to make sure that you have to buy all the figures if you want this particular Croc. Moving that off to the side, she does come with 1 accessory, that being her mallet. It's just a brown plastic. Let's move Harley off to the side really fast so I can show off the mallet. If the camera will focus, and there you can see the mallet. It has some detail on it, however, it's not painted. The only paint on it are the little diamonds right here, just to show that it is Harley Quinn's mallet. Other than that, just a flat brown molded plastic. Really could have done with some paint, and I don't know, this mallet just doesn't do it for me. So moving that off to the side so we can go on to Harley. And like I said, really nice figure. I think that they pretty much did a good enough job with this figure that, it's acceptable. I do like this figure. There's some things about it I don't like, and some things I do. One thing I don't like is that this gun, like I suspected, is just molded onto the jacket, so it's not removable whatsoever. I really get annoyed when toy companies do that. They make like molded guns, but you can't remove them. I do like the fact that they made her hair soft plastic. I'm pretty sure that they learned from Wonder Woman and decided to make her hair soft plastic now. My only problem is that this might be too soft. Like, I'd be scared of breaking that off. Okay, but let's go into some of the detail on Harley Quinn, because she does have quite a bit of details on her. Let's actually move the camera up so we can get a look at her face. Doesn't look like Margot Robbie. I guess it's probably in there somewhere. They just didn't paint it well enough to bring out the sculpt. You can see she does have her little heart tattoo, as well as this tattoo right here that says Rotten. She is wearing her collar that says Puddin', her shirt with Daddy's Little Monster on it. Again, her gun, which is not removable. Her jacket is red and blue. You can see some tears on her shirt. Belt is nicely painted with the gold studs. And then on the back of her jacket says Property of Joker. Her wrists do have her cuffs on them. She is wearing a ring on this hand and a glove on this hand. And I'm pretty sure you can see it, but her legs are actually textured in her fishnet, so that's actually a detail that I'm really glad they included. They could have easily just given us smooth legs and call it a day, but they at least textured it, so that's a win, I guess. Could have painted it a little better, though. Let's see, her shoes, the heels, which surprisingly she has no problem standing despite having heels on her, so that's actually a pretty good thing in my book. Let's move the camera out so we can get a quick comparison, just so you can see what you're dealing with Harley Quinn. So give me one moment while I bring Batman out here. So we'll have Harley right there. So here we have Harley posed next to Joker and Batman. This is of course the standard Batman we saw with the Batman Superman release. I think Harley's a little tall. I think that she should actually be shorter than both Batman and Joker. I think the size difference should be something like that. But overall, still nice comparison shot that we got right there. Moving those two off so we can go on to Harley Quinn's articulation. She does have a ball joint head, although you really can't look up or down or moves to the side, so that's a little unfortunate. Her head can at least swivel. I don't know if it's actually on a ball joint. It might actually just be a swivel joint, because it doesn't seem like there's any up or down movement. I forgot to mention that they did actually like mold and paint her earrings, so that's pretty good. Arms on a ball joint, go out, do a full 360, spin at the bicep, which is a good thing. Single jointed in the elbow, and like Wonder Woman, swivel at the forearm. I don't know why. That joint is completely unnecessary, because it doesn't really add anything. If anything, it hinders the movement of her elbow joint, so I don't know why they would include that joint. And then she does have a swivel in the wrist, and it's the same for both sides. She has an ab crunch, which you really don't get too much movement back or forth, but it is there. Waist swivel. Her legs do go forward, back, and out to about that far. She spins at the thigh. Single jointed at the knee, although you can see all that excess plastic right there, which I'm going to have to cut that off. Really going to have to cut that off. And does she... It looks like she can't swivel at the calf. I'm not sure, because with all that excess plastic, I'm going to have to cut that off in a little bit, but she is single jointed in the knee and has a hinge in the ankle, which you don't get too much movement, but she has it. So that's Harley Quinn for you. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can't get some of this plastic off her knee, and then we'll move on to the final thoughts. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Harley Quinn posed for my final thoughts. Overall, really decent figure. I do like the fact that they went all the way with all these tattoos and stuff. I'm going to say this, that the jacket does make her seem a little wide, and it is just the jacket. I have, you know, I'm not going to cut the jacket off, but I did take a look, and yeah, her torso is much skinnier than what the jacket makes it out to be. So if you're wondering why she looks wide, it's because the jacket doesn't sit flush on her torso. Might have been better if they just sculpted an entirely new torso with the jacket permanently affixed to the top part, but I don't know. So overall, just really nice figure. Do I recommend this figure? Yes, if you're a fan of the character design for Harley Quinn. I know there's a lot of people who aren't too crazy about the way Harley looks right here. I actually do like this design. It does look like something that they would throw together, you know, if they were a ragtag team of government secret agents that were just thrown in the front lines and said, here's a bunch of clothes, pick out what you want. So I do like this figure. It's a really good representation of the character from the Suicide Squad movie. The Suicide Squad movie isn't out yet, so I really can't say much about the movie, but overall, really loving this figure. Now, if you're looking for this Harley Quinn does have a jacket, and she is a Toys R Us exclusive, so you're not going to find this Harley Quinn anywhere other than Toys R Us, and I've already seen her going for like $40 to $50 online, so If you're patient enough to find one in stores, go ahead and pick her up, especially if you're a fan of this particular design, if you're a fan of the character, if you can't wait for the movie like me, go ahead and pick her up. But that's all for this figure, so what I'm going to do is wrap it up here. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, tell me what you think of this figure. Don't forget to check out all my other DC Multiverse reviews, as well as all my other action figure reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. My dream.